I've restarted this podcast 6 fucking times. Jackie Schimmel, are we prepared for liftoff?
Happy day after Labor Day, everybody. I am putting the lab in Labor Day. I have restarted this podcast, no joke, 6 fucking times. I am having a problem with liftoff. So buckle your seatbelts, grab your peanuts and your, ginger ale, because this shit's going to be a clunky ride. I don't know what's wrong with me. I do know what's wrong with me. It's a little 400-pound Michelin Man baby that has taken a goddamn turn. I thought that we had we had advanced past the disgruntled mother phase of my parenting journey, but alas, Al-Qaeda is in town and he's a fucking dick. We've had the last tooth come in. Here's the thing about my son. In my dreams, I would have a chill baby, chill. Oh my God, he's so chill. And he performs for guests. So everyone thinks that Clyde is chill. And oh my God, he's such a happy baby. Look at him. What a good boy. And I'm like, because I want to keep up public appearances and I don't want to betray him. But the truth of the matter is that he is a domestic one-man terrorist organization that goes by the name Al-Qaeda. I was floating Osama bin Laden, but that name has already been assigned to my sister, Osama bin Linda. So Al-Qaeda just really rolls off the tongue. And he is somewhat of an emotional terrorist. He is in a dry humping phase and he is in a wants to crawl inside my vagina phase, which I low-key love. But he is particular. He is demanding. He is needy. He is spicy. And he's a fucking asshole. And it's so cute, but for small windows of time. So he's been an interesting kid these past 3 days. Did I take him to 2 carnivals this weekend? Yeah, I did. I took him to the Malibu Chili Cook-Off, and I took him to a local Labor Day Carnival experience. Okay, 3 days, 2 carnivals. I don't know what that fucking says about me. The Malibu Chili Cook-Off was for me. It was not for him because I love chili. And more so than loving chili, I love a chili dog. And I don't want to say that I'm an expert on the anatomy of the perfect chili dog, but when you see a bohemian, Malibu Gentile struggling to top their chili, and then you feel the light of God hit your shoulders, and you know that it is your time and purpose to guide said bohemian Gentile into the right configuration of chili. That's what I did this weekend. And it gave me purpose and it gave me pleasure. Here's the difference between a bowl of chili and a chili dog. First of all, a bowl of chili, you want to hit it with a bean, you want to hit it with a corn, you want to hit it with a chipotle pepper, whatever, do your thing. I think there's elegance in simplicity with chilies, but that's just me. I don't think you need to rework the wheel in terms of a great chili. I think it's all about preparation, low and slow, seasoning, consistency, quality of meats. I don't think that you need 700 ingredients for a delicious, beautiful bowl of chili. Dissimilarly, a chili dog chili, a hot dog chili, you can't put beans in a hot dog chili. You can't put corn in a hot dog chili. Hot dog chili is meat forward thick. You know what the best chili dog chili is? It's literally meat, seasoning, and water. That's it. Google it. It's to die for. But a chili dog is my favorite food, through and through. A New York style, not boar's head. 9 people dead from listeria. That's not good for the Jews. It's not good for the Jews. I love boar's head turkey. I had to throw out pounds of a Sausalito turkey and a pepper jack. And when I was pregnant, I threw caution to the wind with the deli meats because I was like, who's ever died of listeria? 9 people last week. It's so not good. It's so not good because now I don't trust it. I love a turkey sandwich. Anyways, let's get back to the perfect chili dog configuration. Okay, here we go. You cannot, and you can fight me on this, but like, call Thomas Keller and see what he fucking says. I don't think that you should put ketchup. Me and Andrew got in a fight over this yesterday. You can't put ketchup on a chili dog because it's too sweet. It's a flavor repetition because the chili probably has tomato paste in it. And then therefore you're just multiplying ingredients. Teresa Judice. If you don't get it, Jackie, it's ingredients. You're so fucking stupid. Jackie, have you tried a keratin treatment? Jackie, have you tried Japanese straightening? Jackie, have you tried a hair mask? Jackie, embrace your curls. I will fuck you up, Katie. I just posted something on Instagram being like, I went to the beach, I got a blow dry, and now I look like fucking being John Malkovich. I look like I was electrocuted. I look like John Bonet got electrocuted after a stellar blow dry. Did I get in the water? No. Was it humid out? No, it was a very dry heat. I was a mile away from the fucking water. Didn't put one toe in the goddamn ocean. I come back looking like I got swept away. Okay, like I got caught in a fucking twister. Insane. And then I was, sometimes a gal just wants to complain on the internet on Labor Day, okay, in commemoration of the American workforce. And then it's like, you gotta try keratin. Like I've been living in a hole. For the perfect chili dog, you don't want to put on ketchup. I'm by the way, I'm white knuckling it. I'm so pissed. This is what you need. You need raw diced onion. You need mustard, chili, and dare I say, that's it. If you want to dilute the heat and add a little bit of a lactate component, maybe you do cheese. If you need the chili cheese dog, sure. But you sure as fuck don't need ketchup. If you're disgusting and you want to relish, I once again find that to be too sugary. I think it's unnecessary. I think you lean heavy on acidic components to counterbalance the meaty chili and the wiener and the doughy bread. And that's it. That's it. Simplicity. It's elegant. It's eleganza. When I sat down for the 6th time this morning and thought, what is my Labor Day episode going to look like? How am I going to pay tribute to the hard working men and women of America on this special holiday? And then I thought, the best way that I can commemorate the American workforce is by doing what I do best, and that's barely working. So, a couple weeks ago for my birthday bash fest, I had a list compiled of people, places, and things that I hated, and I was unable to even kind of scratch the surface of the lengthy list of people, places, and things that I hate. So in honor of labor, I'm going to put the lab in labor, and I'm going to go over some superfluous people, places, and things that I irrationally hate after a long weekend because I just need it right now. This one's for me. I have like another 65 things. I'm just going to keep rolling this out. I was going to save it for major holidays, but I did. It's Labor Day. Wait, before I dive into the list, I have a couple confessions to make, besides the fact that I attended 2 fucking carnivals this weekend. Let's play a game. 2 truths and a lie. The other day, in all sincerity, Ramona Singer, I looked at Andrew and I said, I can't wait for fall. And he was like, there's a 30-second silence. And he looked at me and said, hey, are you okay? And I was like, what? And he's like, you just said, I can't wait for fall. And I was like, oh my God, that's like the weirdest thing I've ever fucking said out loud, because I think it might be the first year of my life where I've been excited for fall harvest. I'm one fucking click away from a Yankee candle and a front door wreath. But I am excited for fall. I need a shift in time. I think that's what it is. I used to thrive in the summers, okay? I'd put on, a monokini because I worked at a summer camp. We were only supposed to wear like one pieces. So I would get like an Emrata monokini, which, by the way, breaking news, everybody, Olivia Culpo had a lobster roll. Go on Instagram. Olivia Culpo had a lobster roll. I can't with these bitches. By the way, I was on the floor yesterday, okay, sitting in dirt with my legs spread, with my son on a tarp, like deep throating a Vienna wiener chili dog, okay? Being like, Andrew, you want to split another one? And if you think I would ever document that and put it on the internet, I would, but I'm fluctuating. So I don't want to it's tone deaf, even as a fluctuating teen mother with a glow that you can't take away from me. It's not of the times, or just acknowledge, like, you gotta play it smart, loose, and fast, Anyways, so I did say that I was excited for fall, and then I've kind of equated it to me just being like, I just want to move forward. In the summers, I used to do my best work. I would wear a monokini, Emrata style, at the summer camp, break up with my boyfriend via text, hook up with someone I worked with, and then be like, okay, we were on a break. Let's get back together for football season so I could wear your jersey in high school with my fucking retainer, stuff like that. But so I think I always like thought that summers were my season, but I don't think they are anymore. I think I'm like a fall winter girly. I am so excited to take Al-Qaeda, given his, we'll see how he's doing if he's not banned, but if he's not travel banned by then for domestic terrorism. We are taking him to London. I can't wait for him to see the lights. I can't wait to chuck him off to a nanny so I can go have Indian food and cocktails at the Connaught bar. I can't fucking wait. I'm so excited. I'm taking Clyde to Paris in December, and God willing, he's on his best behavior. I'm going to put that little fucker in a goddamn beret, shove a baguette up his ass, and whack him in the Eiffel Tower. This is a joke, in case you're stupid. Don't worry. Okay. What was I saying? So I am excited for fall. I have been plotzing on the Halloween costumes. I would like something that's like trifecta based, so that me, Andrew, and Clyde could all be something that's like minorly inappropriate, but also like I don't need to be like slinging shtick on Halloween. Like, like I'm a kooky neighbor. You know what I mean? It's just, that's annoying too. So we have to find a happy medium. We're going to workshop it and get to it. Here's my second truth, okay? And then we'll get to the lie. I kind of blew this game up. I'm not really sure how to do this. Transparency is my livelihood. What else did I say? Oh, did I start crying in a HomeGoods parking lot? This is not looking good for my fall harvest alibi, because I also went to HomeGoods with Clyde on Wednesday. Sometimes I just need to take him to places with a lot of other like slobbering, ill-behaved children so that it normalizes the situation. Also, if you hit the wrong HomeGoods at the wrong time, nothing will feel more right, because it's like taking your kid to the zoo, or a dog pound. Euthanization row. What's it? Euthanization row? Yeah, there we go. She landed it. It's just, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say that the people are ugly on certain days at certain times in certain aisles, because that would be in poor taste. But it is true. And, someone looking for a discount citronella to feel something on a Wednesday with their teething terrorist son, throw him in the cart. I think it's good to expose him to build immunities and various droplets and Bermuda shorts. So many goddamn Bermuda shorts. I've had some of the best times of my life in a HomeGoods. Remember when I found the woman who accidentally took her son's chocolate mushrooms, crying amidst faux plaster vases? That fucking happened. I had another great experience at a HomeGoods. I can't remember. It'll come back to me, whatever. So we were perusing through HomeGoods. Clyde started to like nod off a little bit. So I threw him in the car and I took us on a shuffle journey, which, by the way, there is nothing more exposing and nothing more vulnerable than putting your music library on shuffle, like in front of people. That, because like for me personally, I have every song that I've ever owned on my fucking phone. I've got like Napster ripoffs from 2006 that have like, you know, weird characters in the title, no artwork, no album artwork, because it's like I literally illegally downloaded them from the dark web. And it's like Starry-Eyed Surprise by Paul Oakenfold. And then it'll be like Where Have All the Cowboys Gone by Paula Cole, which is not embarrassing, one of the greatest hits of our time. And then it'll be like a Fergie deep cut, and then it'll be like Cascade, Every Time We Touch, instrumental, or like orchestra remix. It will take you on a journey into places that you never needed to go, you know? So I was sitting in the car with Clyde, and all of a sudden Valerie by Amy Winehouse came on. And I looked back at Clyde and I was like, oh, I miss Amy Winehouse. And I started getting so emotional thinking about, like, crying listening to fucking Valerie, because I was thinking about the documentary Amy, which I watched on a plane, and was in such shambles that the flight attendant came up to me and said, "Ma'am, are you okay?" And I looked at her and I said, "No." And it really shook me to my core. I am still grappling with my thoughts on the Amy Winehouse documentary. I mean, granted, it came out 10 years ago. Not the movie, not the made for TV movie. That I refuse. I won't do that to Amy. I don't want to see it. I don't need to see it. Nobody did, by the way. But the Amy documentary, I went back and forth because on one hand, I think it showcased her talents so beautifully and her dark struggles. It was a bit of a cautionary tale. But on the other hand, like, let her just go in peace. It felt like exploitive, and there were certain like private videos that felt like we didn't need to see them. You know what I mean? Like, for what? For entertainment purposes? Like, we have to see this woman downward spiraling? Like, let her music live on. What a talent. Okay. Tears dry on their own. Back to Black. What? Are you kidding me? So good. So I started getting really emotional. I was very emotional. I was like, Clyde, we really got to keep you on the straight and narrow, because, you know, it just takes one hit of heroin and then you're fucked. And it doesn't matter how talented you are, how many resources, and you surround yourself with yes people, and then you die at 27, and yet we'll never get another fucking Amy Winehouse album. And I really am very sad about that. Very sad. It's sad. It's a sad story. Should I lighten the mood? You know whose album I can't fuck with? No. Okay, we can't do this. This is not good. It's not. Kate Hudson's a great singer. She has a good voice. Do I enjoy her cover of Voices Carry? I do. Do I think that if you are going to cross genres, don't put women in boxes. Let's. You know what box I'm in? Dumb fluctuating slut. Podcaster. Okay, that's it. I don't have range. I'm not going to like hit you with a 1-2 step by Sierra and like shift roles entirely. This is what I'm good at. I know it. Would I like to be a singer? I am a pop star, but who's counting? This is the thing. When you're Kate Hudson, there are hobbies and then there are career pursuits. If it's not a hobby and it's a career pursuit and you have access, I just think that for a debut album, lyrically speaking, I guess we're going to find out if you're going to come back to my house. I think maybe lyrically, as a songwriter myself, maybe we could, I just think, I don't know. I love her like a sister. I just think that maybe lyrically, what's it called? Lyrics or melody wise, we could outsource maybe better formulas. Jackie Schimmel for Senate. Thank you so much. Let's deep dive this list. 20 minutes deep. Haven't even tapped the surface. Love that about me. Are you in pain after walking, running, or even just standing? It's not your feet, it's your shoes. This summer, switch to Gdefy shoes with patented Verso Shock technology, which aligns your body, provides superior shock absorption, and trampoline-like energy return. Gdefy offers soles and styles for any activity, plus 2 free orthotics. Whether you're an athlete, a busy parent, or always on the go, Gdefy shoes deliver the comfort and versatility your feet crave. Say goodbye to discomfort and hello to unparalleled support this summer. I am very critical of footwear, but no notes for Gdefy. Gdefy shoes are both cute and comfortable. They're the whole package. You can wear them anywhere. Dress them up, dress them down. Trust me, your feet will thank you. Enjoy a special summer offer. Visit gdefy.com and get $20 off your order of $100 or more with code BIBLE. Experience ultimate comfort with Gdefy shoes. Visit gdefy.com today. Okay, I am obsessed with this next sponsor, Posh Peanut. I am very curated and particular, I don't know if you could tell from this podcast, with Clyde's aesthetic and overall vibe. And also there was a point in time where I was buying him clothes like every 3 days because he's just growing and growing and growing. And I just could not keep up with keeping him dressed. I found Posh Peanut. The clothes are so comfortable. They also... Posh Peanut has kind of been like my Lord and Savior because the clothes are made from viscose, from bamboo. The clothes stretch with your kid as they grow. They are 4 times stretchier than cotton. They are made to last. They're loved by parents and approved by kids. The pieces are made with ridiculously soft viscose from bamboo that stays soft even after you wash them over and over again. Their fabric is so high quality. It is 4 times stretchier. It's breathable. It's chemical free. It's delicate on your baby's sensitive skin. Plus, Posh Peanut makes thoughtfully crafted, beautiful, and stylish clothing for kids and families, designed in-house, from beautiful florals to your favorite brands like Hot Wheels, Disney, Hello Kitty, Barbie. Posh Peanut is made for infants and kids. They also have sizing for mom and dads if you're like a matching family type. Right now, Posh Peanut is offering our listeners 20% off your first order with promo code BIBLE. Go to poshpeanut.com/Bible and use promo code BIBLE for 20% off your first order. That is poshpeanut.com/Bible, promo code BIBLE. Okay, let's kick this shit off, shall we? Undersized doormats. It's just like you might as well just raw dog your front entry. You know, if it's not size compatible, then just don't have a fucking welcome mat. And while we're on the topic of welcome mats, don't get quirky or quippy with your fucking welcome mats. And if you're going to do a monogram for your start, don't have it be in a swirly dick fabric, okay? Either go script. I like a power forward caps lock, you know, a clean, concise caps lock. A Times New Roman, a Garamond, a Georgia. Don't hit us with some limp micro dick, swirly girly font, okay? Swirls, a little fleur de lis. I swear to God, I went to an open house. And not because I'm moving. I just love looking at open houses because I like comparing and contrasting my house to other homes. Because I'm like, oh God, Andrew, we could make a killing. My sister looked at me the other day and she's like, who the fuck's going to want mohair paneled walls? You're wasting your money. And I said, Ashley, fuck off. But I went into this open house. And there was an undersized welcome mat, hence that being on my list. I literally paused before entering the home. They're like, welcome. Would you like to sign up for our email list? I'm like, hold on. And I just wrote undersized doormat in my notes. Okay. It had a fleur de lis. If you have a candle with a fleur de lis, if you have a built-in curtain with a fleur de lis, if you have a picture frame with a fleur de lis, if you have a coffee mug with a fleur de lis, if you don't know what a fleur de lis is, fucking Google it because you might be participating in fleur de lis culture. Death to fleur de lis. Nothing says I voted for Trump. I have bad hair color. And I still wear boot cut light wash denim like a fleur de lis. It's just, and I'm not getting political. I'm just saying there's a prototype. It's a fleur de lis starter pack, if you will. And I can't, if you have a welcome mat that's undersized with a fucking fleur de lis, we've got to go back to the drawing board. Next, statement headbands. This goes without saying. Okay, Zooey Deschanel, if you have a pink top knot headband with jewels on it, okay, and you think it's fun for date night, it's not. It's unacceptable. We get it. You are in a lower tier sorority and you've got problems with your dad, but it's not. The headband girlies gotta calm the fuck down. If you're giving us like a simple Cruel Intentions headband, a 90s throwback headband, for sure, Dorit Kemsley, get it. But a jewel encrusted top knot velvet headband for the holidays is unacceptable. People who don't mix metals. Did I say this one already? There's no way. If you're someone that has a silver charm bracelet and your husband gets you a pair of gold Huggies for Christmas and you say, I love them so much. I love these so much, but they're gold and it's just my bracelet's silver, so I think I need to get them back for white gold because you don't want to mix fucking metals. Okay. Metallics are metallics. It's all the same shit. If you're not mixing your metals, you haven't made it to the second tier of life, okay? You're living myopically. There's no reason. Well, my bag is silver, so I can't wear these earrings. What are you talking about? I swear to God, it's so crazy. If I had $1 for every time I saw a bitch at a Macy's, I'd have $0 because I don't go to fucking Macy's. No shade to Macy's. Will you see me at a TJ Maxx jewelry counter buying chains on chains on chains? Of course. Okay. But if you see me at a Macy's, if I had $1 for every time I heard about a bitch at a Macy's, okay, or envisioned a bitch at a Macy's, swirling around the little fucking earrings being like, I need a statement earring, but my charm bracelet is silver and these are all gold. You know what I'm going to do for my philanthropic work this year? I'm going to post up at a fucking Macy's, okay? And I'm going to help enrich the minds of women in the Inland Empire who think that they can't mix fucking metals. That is my charitable work. Speaking of charity, whoa. Way to bury the lead, Schimmel. I woke up 3 nights ago at 3 a.m., okay, the witching hour, poltergeist princess. And I was thinking, what could I do for the fall harvest to really pop the fuck off? And I have decided, drumroll please, I only have one hand, I am going to be participating, a one-woman participation, because I made this up. It is called Offbrand October. So all the demurity, all of the brat energy, it's getting wiped clean right before Halloween. I am doing an Offbrand October. You can expect skincare tutorials, micro house tours, okay? I'm going to do a get ready with me. I'm going to do an ask me anything. I'm going to pop on Instagram live. I'm going to hit you so hard, fast, and up the goddamn asshole with off-brand commentary that you're not going to know what to fucking do with yourself. I'm going to go to Macy's. I'm not going to mix my metals. I'm going to get a midi dress, a Dolce Vita wedge, and a wide brim hat, and I am going to saunter in a leafy meadow with my son for an autumnal photo shoot. Offbrand October, mark your calendars. It's about to get really, really weird. I might do a live show. I might do a pop-up live show. I probably won't, but I'm thinking about it. And that is the spirit of Offbrand October. So get your headbands ready, girlies. Where was I? Gray wood floors. When did that happen? I want to know, like, the psychology and the point in time. Was it COVID where everyone thought that the gray floors were neutral and kind of like easy and elevated the decor? Why did we decide, and by we, I mean, I didn't participate in this. When did we decide that the gray vinyl flooring was it? if we're going to go there, why wouldn't we do like a white oak finish or like a soft walnut, acorn, like maple? Why did we decide that the gray wood floor was the floor? Because it's more so the shade. Like it's the color. It's not the material. It's the color. It's so odd. And it's, dare I say, prison adjacent, which maybe is metaphorical for how we were feeling during COVID. And I'd really like to know when the gray floors popped off, because if it was 2020, then I get it. Linear lantern light fixtures. I've discussed this at length and I don't need to get into it. I don't like a linear light fixture. I think it's gray wood floor adjacent. Kids in tankinis. Fucking nerds. Okay. It's true though. Every time I see, like, Andrew knows this, all my friends know this. I don't know why when I see like a kid in a tankini, it makes me upset. And I'm like, what? I don't know. Like, just wear a one piece if you're trying to be conservative. Or like, I like a string bikini. I love seeing a little girl in a string bikini. I think there's nothing cuter than with the diaper sticking out. I like a Brazilian cut bikini for little girls. And if I understand, I get it. We don't have to get into it. I would like to keep this light and bright. It's fucking Labor Day. But a tankini stresses me out. And I just will not, like a racerback tankini. It's triggering for me. I think it's because I probably wore them. My mom tried to dress me like a little slut. Okay. The photos I have of me as a child, I had a bikini, like a string bikini that I was wearing when I was 2. That was 2 ice cream scoops, okay, covering my tits, like strawberry and vanilla. And then the bottom was a waffle cone with string bikini. Swear to fucking God. I mean, it wasn't like we were summering in Europe, okay? We were like summering at like a discount all-inclusive Cabo resort. So I don't really know, like, it wasn't like we were in France, you know what I mean? So I have always, when I was younger, I was really, really modest. And even now, very modest. I am like a not get naked in front of your friends girl. Like my tits are covered. It's not for me. And I wish I was skankier back in the day. Besides the monokinis, like in high school, which, I mean, I was a monokini girl. I really wish I would have had like my ass fucking hanging out, okay, with my concave body. But, you live, you learn. Now, so I think because my mom like shoved me into so many skanky ass outfits, I was wearing like one shoulder tops. I had like a ripoff like Dolce & Gabbana like bustier top that was like lame with bra straps. Like I got to find the photos, but shit was weird. Actually, when you come to my Offbrand October live show, I would like to show these videos, the Errors tour of all my home videos that are completely like, you don't even understand how inappropriate and toxic. And there's one where I am wearing a like a fucking PVC, like what is it, like a hot pink patent leather lame bustier top with clear bra straps. Like that's what I was working with. And you'll see it because I do a whole fucking dance number. But I think because my mom like dressed me like such a slut that I like was very, very like embarrassed, and therefore once I had autonomy over my outfits, like really wanted to dress more conservatively. So I opted in for tankinis, and my mom would always look at me and be like, you're gonna get fucking, I was like 6, by the way. She's like, you're gonna get weird fucking tan lines, nerd. And now I understand, I get it. Infinity scarves. Okay. If you have a penis and you're a heterosexual man and you want to wear an infinity scarf, I hope you get run over by a car and then reversed and run over again, because I don't trust you and I think you're dangerous. Outside Mount Roman shades really bother me because I feel like in theory they should provide a full blackout experience, but instead they look worse, and then you have light coming out of the side, which is why I have to redo all the Roman shades in my house, because I was told that if I wanted pure blackout shades that it should be an outside mount, despite knowing internally with my moral compass that they should be inside mount, and now I have to get them redone. Lydia McLaughlin from The Real Housewives of Orange County. Yeah. I hate those brittle little shoulders, okay? Every time I see her do a little fucking shimmy and lemon drop, yeah, I want to headbutt my television. I think she's probably a wonderful person, quirky with a capital Q, but I cannot stand her. And it says nothing about her and everything about me. I would say that across the board, when I'm talking shit about people, places, and things, I don't know or think that I'm necessarily on the right side of history. I'm just allowing myself to be honest for Labor Day. Just for Labor Day. Oh my God, I had Fleur de Labor on this list. Of course I did. Ah, God, to know thyself is such a beautiful gift. Jarred salad dressing. Do you know how easy it is to just drizzle a little olive oil, lemon, and salt on an arugula and call it a fucking day? Do you have to saunter to go get a skinny girl sesame dressing filled with canola oil and like whatever else is in these fucking jarred dressings and like loaded with fat and weird oils and chemicals and stuff when you could just have a fucking fiscal lemon olive oil supplement for a fresh homemade dressing? Maybe you hit it with a mustard. Maybe you throw a shallot in there. Why are we buying jarred dressings? It blows my fucking mind. Frosted lipstick. Nothing says broken like a frosted lipstick, okay? Anything with like an iridescent sheen. It is very Alexis Bellino season 6 coded. It looks like a merman cummed on your mouth, okay? That's what it looks like, frosted lipstick. Nobody needs a magenta lipstick. You never need a magenta lipstick. It doesn't look good on anybody. And you don't need a frosted lip gloss or lipstick. I don't know that they make them anymore, but I can, when I close my eyes, like I envision certain people with like a frosty gloss, and I want to reach out to them and I want to tell them that it's never going to look better than a simple pillow talk. It's never going to look better than that. Do not skip through these ads. These are good ones. I love these. I've got a couple weddings coming up, and normally I would freak out because it's also the time of year when I'm like a little swampy, swamp tits, swamp ass, the whole fucking thing. But not since I found our next sponsor, Honeylove. With Honeylove, you can feel your best wearing less, which is so important when it is sweltering out. They have revolutionized compression technology. So shapewear has never been more comfortable. It's never been more breathable. It's also so goddamn cute. I paid full price for Honeylove. I found them before they became a sponsor. It is the only shapewear that I will wear. It's not embarrassing. It's not geriatric. It's not thick. It's not uncomfortable. It's so cute. It's so breathable. It's so comfortable. It sucks you in. For a limited time only, you can get Honeylove on sale. You're going to get 20% off your entire order with our exclusive link, honeylove.com/Bible. Support the show. Check them out at honeylove.com/Bible. I love the Superpower short. It is silky smooth. It's not a pain to take on or off. It's not like you're like a Vienna sausage in a condom. It glides on, it lifts, it shapes, it smooths. It looks great under any type of a dress. They also have like this signature X that targets and sculpts your midsection without squeezing your natural curves and like having you muffin. It's just perfect. Treat yourself to the best bra and shapewear on the market and save 20% off at honeylove.com/Bible. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off, honeylove.com/Bible. After you purchase, they're going to ask you, where you heard about Honeylove? Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Say yes to every adventure with Honeylove. This next sponsor has... I don't want to be dramatic, but it has changed my life. Back to school season is, every parent's Super Bowl. It's so exciting. The last thing you want to have to worry about is meal and snack time for the kiddos. That is why Little Spoon has been a godsend when it comes to feeding Clyde healthy, balanced meals in a convenient way. They deliver ready-to-eat meals and snacks right to your door for every eating stage. I started Clyde on Little Spoon when he was 4.5 months old. He was ready for food. He was showing interest. I got him, I think, is it the baby blends? Yes, the baby blends. And he was having pitaya. He was having dragon fruit. He was having like all of these beautifully healthy, organic, curated blends of food. And ever since then, I've been super loyal to Little Spoon. It is the only pre-made food that I would ever give Clyde. They also test their blends for 400 plus contaminants, including heavy metals. They have these puffs that Clyde are absolutely obsessed with that help with fine motor skills. They've got food for every stage of baby cuisine, if you will, okay? Even if they're picky eaters, Clyde devours Little Spoon. Simplify your kids' mealtime with 30% off your first order. Go to littlespoon.com/Bible. Enter the code Bible at checkout to get 30% off your first Little Spoon order. You know who seems fun? Jessica Biel. You know what also seems fun? Sometimes I get these like really weird insular urges to fuck with just people, strangers. Andrew just took Clyde out for Al-Qaeda for breakfast, and he is bringing me home an iced matcha and an olive oil cake. And I wanted to call him so that he would hurry up because I knew he was like walking the baby around the lake to go look at the ducky. And I wanted to call him and like tell him there was a rat in the house just to like fuck with him and like hope that maybe he would come home earlier with my matcha. But then I also realized that maybe that would delay him coming home earlier with my matcha. But then I wanted him to just think there was a rat in the house so he didn't like sleep good for a few nights. Be like, I swear I saw it. There was a rat and it ran through the living room. And he'd be like, oh my God, where did it go? And I'd be like, I don't know. And then like I'd pretend like I'd be sleeping fine because I knew that there wasn't a rat in the house. But like I'd want him to think there was a rat in the house. Like sometimes I like dream about doing weird shit like that, which also reminds me of a story I've definitely told, but we ran into a friend of ours who is a football coach, and we were talking and I was like, I have to tell you something. And he's like, what? And I said, you know, when I was in high school, and this just like shows once again the consistency of just me being a full-fledged psychopath and just odd, not quirky. Okay, not in a pick-me way, just like deeply inherently a little bit fucking weird. So I dated the quarterback in high school. Get out of here. He wasn't like a really jockey type, but he happened to be the quarterback. Great guy, but like not like a Freddie Prinze Jr. like jock dude. You know what I mean? Just like athletic and kind, but not like, you know, whipping around in a fucking Mustang and like fucking bitches. You know what I mean? So I was in student council. I was dating the quarterback. We had this deep rivalry with another high school, and I OG catfished the other quarterback. So I thought that, you know, my level of participation as the, what was I? Commissioner of Entertainment at the time. I also used to like sporadically dress up as the school mascot because quirky, call me Zoe Deschanel, honey. So the week before, maybe 2 weeks before the big rivalry football game, I created a burner MySpace account, and like some slut from Simi Valley, like her name was like Tatiana. Okay. And I built out like a whole profile, you know, put in Starry-Eyed Surprise by Paul Oakenfold, second plug of the show, as my like songs. It's like a hot girl song, or maybe it was like Taking Back Sunday, cute without the E. And then, you know, built out a top 8. So I made like, I don't know, 40 fake MySpace profiles to like really insulate and solidify Tatiana's role as a real human. This is before catfish. This is before AI. This is 20 years ago nearly. And so I built out Tatiana's MySpace. Okay. I friend the rivalry quarterback. Okay. Because I think, listen, I can't participate athletically in a win for our high school, but as the commissioner of entertainment, okay, I can entertain myself and psychological warfare the other quarterback. So the game was on our turf. at our school. So I knew that the opposing football team was going to be getting ready in the girls' locker room on our campus. So for 2 weeks prior, I befriend the other quarterback, okay, on Myspace, start a sexual digital relationship, being like, hey, like found your Myspace, just moved, like transferred like to Thousand Oaks High School. Like, I don't know, like a local high school, but like not his high school, not my high school. And just moved here from the Inland Empire. Thought that was slutty. Or like Valencia, slutty. And, you know, just like looking to make friends. Like I have some friends going to the football game on Friday. Like maybe we can meet up afterwards. He's like, yeah, totally. Like let's meet at the Carl's Jr. I was like, absolutely. Like playing it so cool, so cool, so cool. Hot, sexy, aloof. 3 days before the game, I decided to kick it up a couple notches. Now, at this point in my life, I was probably like 15, 16. And, you know, a lot of my influences were that of Marsha Cross in Melrose Place, Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction, big bunny boiler energy. So I knew I had the blueprint. Okay. Play it cool, play it aloof, play it sexy and bohemian 3 days before the game, crank it up a couple notches 2 days before the game, another couple notches night before the game, 17 notches day of, 400 fucking notches. Okay. So as the game got closer and closer, I started getting crazier and crazier. Day of the fucking football game, I'm like, I think I love you. I've never felt this way about anybody. When can I see you? Are we still meeting at Carl's? I'm going to come to the game. What's your jersey number? I want to wear it on my chest. I want a piece of your hair. Like just crazy, crazy shit. I can't wait to meet your mom. I want to have your babies. I think I'm pregnant. Do you love me? I love you. I've never felt like this before. Just like 500 messages, laughing my ass off. Okay. Doing this alone, mind you, alone. Think I'm going to present it to my boyfriend like after the game because I don't want to get in his headspace in case he doesn't think it's funny. Think I'm going to present it to him after like the victorious game and he's going to think it's a fucking riot. Alas, didn't, but you know, not to spoil things for you. So the day of the football game, and the reason I'm telling the story is because I told our friend who's a football coach, I was like, I would like to volunteer my services because Offbrand October is coming right around the corner. So I've got a little free time before then. And I'm available for sophomoric psychological warfare because I have that in me. I have the fighting spirit of a champion. I just don't have a lot of talents, but this I can fucking facilitate. I mean, I'll probably end up in jail now, but back then it was fair fucking game. So day of, I'm messaging him, you know, 700 times and I am smiling. I am glowing. I told like 2 friends at this point. They pretended to think it was funny, but then also was like, this bitch is weird. And I'm like, you have no idea. Just wait for it. And then right before the game, I was in student council. I had access to, you know, paints, poster boards. I had a key. I could get in the locker room. I put a poster up in the girls' locker room, like where they would shower, get changed. It wasn't a big locker room. And it said something like, I'll be watching you, love Tatiana, with like, and I put like my hand in red paint and then like dragged it down the poster board so that when he went in there moments before, you know, getting his head in the game, he would like, you know, put on his jock strap, look up and see a fucking poster. Like this is, you can't write this shit. I think I probably have photos of it. I have to try to find some form of documentation because this actually happened, not in a funny way, like in a real way. Like I actually did this. And I remember telling my boyfriend afterwards and he was like, wait, I don't get it. And I was like, have you seen Fatal Attraction? He's like, but wait, so you, huh? And I was like, I made a fake profile. I created a fraudulent relationship with the other quarterback so that I could get in his head and get him off of his fucking A game so that we could goddamn win. And he was like, but why though? And I was like, cause like, do I need an explanation? Alice and Olivia clothing. Very niche. It's like, there's something about it. The brightly colored blazers, the power shorts, the slinky tank tops, the embellished dresses. And I love an embellishment, but something is not, we're a little bit stuck. Alice and Olivia, you know, from a marketing perspective, it feels a little stuck in 2017 and we haven't moved forward. And I just encourage perhaps a move forward. I felt this way about self-portrait for a while, and then they revolutionized. They were giving us a lot of lacy A-line dresses with like an illusion neckline. This, you guys, this is why I drink, because I think about this stuff. It has no bearing on my life. I'm hardly a fashion icon, although let's just say, by the way, what do we think the over-under chances are that I'm going to get invited back to the Louis Vuitton fashion show this year? I think it's probably a 0% chance, but I would just like to say that I am very available and I would really, really appreciate and love the opportunity to attend said fashion show, being that I did pay retail consignment prices for a Louis Vuitton wrap dress, and I would like to attend without severe pus coming from both of my retinas. Conjunctivitis, okay? And yes, does she leave a little conjunctivitis everywhere she goes? She does, but I promise I will wear goggles on the fucking airplane. I would love to go and have the experience with clear optics without medicated eye drops and green fluid coming out of my tear ducts. That for me would be a real experience. So is it Megan? Megan, are you there? God, it's me, Megan. Edible arrangement coming your way. I would love to go back. Here's my rationalization. To just like pick up and go to Paris. Am I going to do it again? Yes, of course I'm going to do it again. It doesn't look great outside looking in, like, bye, Al-Qaeda. See you later. Mommy's going to go, eat brioche for 4 days and buy a bag and fuck all the way off. Do I care about optics? Not really. But if I can rationalize it, I'm going to Fashion Week, then I can write it off. I want to go once without pink eye. I'd really like to go to Paris as a teen. Wow, Jackie, Freudian slip. Try harder, Brenda. As a teen mom, as a fuckless teen mom, like I would love to abandon my family without conjunctivitis and go again. Think it's a 0% chance, but like hope is alive and well. Men swimming, not men in a pool per se, but like when I see men swimming, like it's one thing if you're Michael Phelps, but if you're just like swimming, like you're just swimming, what? Like my brother-in-law, he's basically a fucking merman, played water polo. He likes to swim. That doesn't bother me because he's perfect and an angel. But like maybe deep down it does. I'm going to have to clip this and send it to him. I don't know why I wrote that down. It feels passive aggressive. But just like, I find it to be weird. Just like men swimming. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, skinny alcoholics, that one I should have probably, I meant to delete that one. Here's the thing. If you're going to be an alcoholic and use and abuse your body, I'm going to need you to be a little puffy, okay? When I find out that people have alcoholism and they're also snatched, I don't understand. I have one martini and I look like Gary Busey and I'm puffy everywhere. One martini. So when I hear about skinny bitches slinging back stiff cocks all day, all day, and they have more facial, like jawline definition than me, I just don't find that to be fair. I don't find it to be fair. And if that's insensitive, call me Betty Ford. People who suggest hiking as an activity, I don't want to go on a hike. All of my girlfriends like to hike. They know that I'm not hiking with them. So they'll get together, on a Sunday morning and go for a walk. This is what they also do. They say walk, but their walks are not walks. They are fucking hikes. So I have to be very, very thorough. Are we walking or are we climbing Mount Everest? Because walking for me is on pavement. when there are rocks and there's terrain, if I can't do the walk in a slide, if it's not slide terrain, it's a hike. And we need to differentiate, because as a non-hiker and a low physical activity person, do not bamboozle me and say we're going on a walk and my lungs are collapsing, because we are hiking. We are deep mountain hiking. So they hike and I don't get invited anymore. And I appreciate it, because then I don't have to come up with excuses, which I never do. But I'm like, absolutely not. You think I want to rise and grind and hike? It's so beautiful. You know what's beautiful? Walls. Just a padded cell. I don't, it's not a fun activity for me, so I'm not going to participate. Along with recently it being Clyde's first birthday, it was also my 1-year anniversary of taking Nutrafol's postpartum formula. My hair was so much thinner. My hairline was a little wonky after having my little demon seed, but let me tell you, Nutrafol has gotten the weave back in shape. Okay. My hair is so much thicker, so much fuller. I'm shedding less. My hairline is completely back in action. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement, with over 1 million people seeing thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding. Because everyone's root causes of hair thinning is different, a one-size-fit-all approach to hair growth just does not cut it. Nutrafol has multiple formulas tailored to give your hair what it needs to grow throughout different life stages, whether it's postpartum, menopause, or different lifestyles like plant-based diets. It is physician formulated with drug-free ingredients. Nutrafol supplements support healthy hair growth from within by targeting root causes of thinning, including stress, hormones, environment, nutrition, lifestyle, and metabolism. Get results you can run your fingers through. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code BIBLE. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code BIBLE. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code BIBLE. This week's episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. There are so many moments that I get to share with Clyde for the first time, like Mommy's screaming match in the mall parking lot. Kids are always learning and growing, but as adults, sometimes we lose that curiosity. What's something you'd like to learn? Maybe it's gardening, a new language, or a new mean phrase to call Cheryl in the parking lot who doesn't know how to follow the arrows. Therapy can help you reconnect with your sense of wonder, because your back-to-school era can come at any age. Therapy is such a great tool for anyone, whether you're going through a breakup, experience major trauma, or just need a weekly check-in. It can help set boundaries, learn better coping skills, and just all around empower you to be the best version of yourself. If you're thinking of starting therapy, BetterHelp is the best place to start. It is entirely online, and it's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire, and BetterHelp is going to match you with a licensed therapist. It is that easy. You can also switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. I love BetterHelp. I swear by it. I think it is the most cost-effective, easy, efficient way to get into therapy and better yourself. Rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BitchBible today to get 10% off your first month. That is BetterHelp, HELP.com/BitchBible. Back to our list. Mason jars, Balmain, hate it. Although I did get served an Instagram ad yesterday for this insanely gorgeous, like pink leather polka dot, like rosette long sleeve mini dress. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. I have a wedding coming up. Like, that is so me. And I swiped up. It was Balmain. It was $20,000. I wanted to call Meta customer service and say, excuse me, in what algorithm for you hell do you think it is appropriate to advertise me a $20,000 mini polka dot leather dress? In what fucking world is that feasible? It's not. That's not happening. I am a fiscally irresponsible princess, and I only say that as a fucking joke because I am very fiscally responsible. Thank you very much. Don't try it. I say it because it's funny, okay, and relatable. When people, I hate this. When people on Instagram, usually just like dumb sluts, they do like a snarl face, like they do a selfie snarl like this, like trying to be like sexy and like funny. And I don't know, like people do that all the time. I see it all the time like this. What is it? I can't even do it. I'm like trying to imagine like me being like it's when I do it, it's giving like palsy. I don't know. Cut that out. Just bleep it. Don't bleep it. Don't bleep it. We don't need to bleep shit. We don't need to bleep shit. Now I'm making a bigger deal because then I draw attention to it when I say bleep it and then we don't bleep it. Let's go on. Okay. Oh, this is a outside contributor by way of my sister-in-law, Allie, who I fucking love. It is so, I feel like it's so expected and on the nose to like hate your sister-in-law. I love my sister-in-law. I genuinely love my sister-in-law. Burning building, I would take her over my husband, period. Like, it's like annoying. It's annoying, but she's fucking great. I love her. That's a shout out to my sister-in-law. She wanted to participate in the people, places, or things that she hates. And this is a contribution. People who, oh wait, no, that's mine. I was going to say people who suggest hiking as an activity. That is not hers. People who post the baby names that they didn't use. Nobody fucking cares. Not one broken bitch cares that you were going to name your daughter, Sienna. Like, or, or what's another one? Like Evely with 2 E's. Not one person cares. And the fact that you hit us with like a perfectly curated list with like a, like a beautiful backdrop of a sunset with a petite biscuit. Nobody fucking cares. Keep it to yourself. It's weird. It's a weird thing to do. Men who drive Acuras, specifically white Acuras, got in a bit of a kerfuffle at the Bank of America with a man driving a white Acura. The audacity, really, just of all the things. Why? No. Okay. Bohemian poofs and ottomans. I've got one in my garage. I'll show it to you. It was a dark time. I've had it since my community college dorm room. A bohemian poof, a puff. Do you know what I'm saying? With the stitching. It's not a structured ottoman. It's not a footstool. It's Cost Plus World Market meets microgreens meets grommet curtains meets another thing. This is bohemian poof adjacent. Any type of like yarn, knit, textile wall decor upsets me. Like if you have some type of a wind chime, dream catcher, like knit thing on the wall, just they're so like where, how, when, why, who, what? Like, never in my life have I seen like a woven dream catcher and thought, that would look perfect above the love seat. I just don't understand what the vision is. Where's the direction? Where are we going? Leave it blank. And I'm someone who likes to throw shit up on a wall. I have gotten into so many fights with Grandma Gloria because she is half dead and she cannot figure out a piece of art to put over her sofa in the living room. When you think of grandmothers, you think of like tchotchkes and stuff and figurines. Whatever the opposite of that is Grandma Gloria. It looks like no one has ever lived in her home. It is contemporary. There is not one tchotchke. She's got no family photos visible. She's got no art on the walls. It is as curated, clean. If you do not put a coaster on her Restoration Hardware, fucking square coffee table with a brass base, if you have the nerve of putting anything on that table without a fucking coaster, she will never speak to you again. She doesn't even like fresh flowers because it's like, what's the point? They die. They're messy. Like anything that is messy, the stove, I don't know if it's ever been used. Oh, of course it has, because I told her about the boar's head listeria, by the way, yesterday. And she's like, good, pick me up a couple packs. I'm done. I'm like, oh, God, Grandma. And she reminded me and Andrew yesterday again that we need to hire models for her Funi because she wants the place packed and she prefers that they're thin and good looking, which I understand. It's going to be a weird casting call. It's not of the times, but we'll get through it. Van Cleef, hate it. Totally hate it. Don't understand it. It doesn't, I don't get it. I respect it, but I don't participate. I'm not a patron of the Van Cleef arts. I don't want one. It's just not for me. And that's okay. Let's see where, river rafting, performative breathers. Okay. River rafting, by the way, like at a Knott's Berry Farm, but like I was watching, it's so funny. I had 2 river rafting experiences. My Pilates teacher was going river rafting and I'm like, you are? Why? Are you okay? Hers seemed a little bit more doable. I was watching Vicky Gunvalson going river rafting on the Real Housewives of Orange County, like season, I don't know, 6 or something, when they all almost like ejected and died from like white water river rafting. And then my dad was going to go river rafting. It's been a lot of river rafting talk in the past couple weeks. And I just thought, why? Why though? That feels so labor intensive, so scary. I would just, it's a dream to think that I'm frail enough to like fly out of one of those boats currently, but like maybe I'd catch air and then you fall into a rock and then you're just going with that. You're just ping ponging through rocks. I don't know. Anyways, what was I just about to say? Performative breathers. Humble brag, I go to Pilates probably like 3 or 4 times a week and I do the bare minimum. I lay there like a carcass. I do the lowest spring settings. I am about consistency and not quality of work. So I'd rather go every day and give it 36% than like really like bust ass a couple days a week. That's just not my lifestyle. And I have found that in the myriad of group fitness classes that I attend, because I really do prefer a group fitness class, I've done the one-on-one thing. I completely warp and cheat the system with a one-on-one situation. I like the group class. I like the not talking. It's just enjoyable for me. But the problem with a group fitness course is that you always get someone who's a performative breather. Now, when we're stretching, when we're doing, a lifeless, a bicep curl perhaps, and you've got someone 17 feet away from you that is breathing like the most guttural breath work, okay? When we just started, like, I get it. You know what I mean? It's like, like I made it to 7 centimeters dilated or whatever it is, whatever the metrics are. 7 centimeters dilated, okay, whilst giving birth. And I never breathed like that. So when we're doing like a very simple stretch, like a hamstring stretch, 2 minutes into a class, I don't know that a depths of hell, Hades-like exhale is necessary. It feels performative. And I'm like, ew, like, did demons take over your body? Do you have fucking is Lucifer in your loins? Like, why are you breathing like that? The other day, I just started thinking about it. I literally pretended I was checking on my baby. I walked out of the class, okay, and I wrote on this phone, performative breathers, because I had to write it down because I knew I needed to add it to the list because I was so irritated when the music is loud and bumping and you can still hear a bitch 8 machines down, breathing like her life, like she's on life support. And we're just doing a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. And she's like, I'm like, are you okay? Calm the fuck down. And like a sweatband, like Jane Fonda just rolled in from 1982 and we've barely started the goddamn class. I came back. I started laughing, like when you get something in your head and then it's ever present and you kind of like laugh and you let a little bit out, but it's an insular experience. You've got no one to look to and like purge the experience to. So you're just like kind of laughing and then it keeps going. And then you've got 46 minutes left of the class and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And you've got no one to look at and you've got no one to turn to and you think it's funny and like you let a little bit out of the cage at a time and then it's stuck. I was stifling laughter for so long. I almost had to leave the class. I was almost going to like fake an emergency because I couldn't keep it together. And every time this woman kept going, and I remember like, I'm hyper focusing on my own breath work, which is like, I barely fucking breathe. Like I'm like barely. There's no deep inhales. There's no deep exhales. I haven't even thought about breathing. And I am laughing so hard and I'm trying to hold it together and I just can't. And it's in my stomach. It's the best feeling in the world. Then I got in my car and I was crying, laughing with myself, weeping. A girl gets into the car next to me and then I pretended to be on speakerphone like a real fucking psychopath. I'm like, yeah, Dad, isn't that funny? Just talking into empty air. The car's not even on. I'm crying. Those are the moments we live for. I'm just going to give you one more and then I'm going to save the rest. What's the next holiday coming up? Who knows? Who cares? Ooh, yeah. Okay, gotta do this one. I'm going to hit you with two, actually. Ceiling fans in entertaining spaces. You don't need a ceiling fan in your living room or like in a dining room. Like I get it. Maybe if you need ventilation, maybe if you live somewhere very hot, but I just think overall, like you don't need a ceiling fan in every room. I like the feel of a ceiling fan, but I don't like the look of a ceiling fan. You can't have two ceiling fans in the same entertaining space. You know what I mean? Like you can't have a ceiling fan in your kitchen and then you can't have a ceiling fan in your living room if it's open concept. That's two ceiling fans. It's crazy. What are you, in jail? TikTokers. Oh, that's rude. It's fine. But I support you, but I don't respect you. If you're a TikToker and you're solely a TikToker and you're just like doing the dances, like Addison Rae, we've ventured. She gave us Diet Pepsi. Is it Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi? Whatever her song is, she's fine. Other people have like gone on to do other things. And I think that's of the times. It's 2024. TikTok could be banned. So we have to evolve. Also, people who say kampachi instead of yellowtail. I sat next to someone at a sushi bar the other day. I also wrote this down. This was after the performative breathing. He's like, can I get a California roll? Can I get a shrimp tempura roll? We're at this amazing sushi bar. Like we're going to have to try some other fucking stuff. Like you can't order a California roll off the bat. And then he hit us with, could I get a kampachi? I'm like, it's yellowtail. How dare you? That's so anyways, thank you so much for listening. Give us 5 stars on iTunes. Happy Labor Day, everyone. And I'll chit chat with you next week. Bye-bye. Bye. Goodbye. See you later.